Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will be showing you how you can remove background of an image in Flutter Android application. So let's get started. So let me show you guys the output first. So first of all, I am not using any third-party library for this. We will be writing native code, so be mindful of that. So I'll just mirror my device quickly. I'm using Android Studio for this. So here you can see I just have one button called pick image. So if I just click on pick image, it will open the image picker for me. Okay, where is the image picker? I don't know why it is not displaying. Something went wrong. Okay, so yeah, here is the image picker. So here you can see I will show you with three different images. So I'll just select the first image, and here you can see the background has been removed. So I'll just select the second image. For the second image, here you can see a little bit of background, but I think that's fair. Everything is happened locally. There is no server involved. So yeah, and it is pretty quick as well. So I'll just select this one, and here you can see this is the third image. So hopefully you got the point. So yeah, let's see how to achieve this. So as usual, I have created a Flutter application, and inside pubspec.yaml I have just added this particular dependency called image picker for picking images. Then you just need to go to main.dart, and here you need to import dart convert .io, Flutter Foundation, Flutter Material Services, as well as image picker. Then this is rest of the boilerplate code. Then here is our homepage widget, which is a stateful widget. So here you can see we initialize our image picker. This is just a string for base64 image, and this is just an image file. So typically what is happening is, once the user selects an image with the help of the image picker plugin, we are sending the image to native Android side, because to remove the background from an image we need to send the image to native Android side. Now I can't directly send the image. I need to convert it to base64 format. Then I need to convert it to bitmap on native Android side. So once we have removed the background, again for sending it from native Android side to Flutter side, again I'm converting it to base64 format and then displaying the image. So hopefully you got the point. So this is the method channel which is required for writing native or calling native code. Then here same name should be used on native Android side as well. Now here you can see we have this pick image method which we are calling on our button click. So we just do picker.pick image, pick an image from the gallery. Once we have the image, here we are using this compute method, which is kind of like an isolate, to do it on a separate thread, so that we don't block the UI as such, and it should be pretty quick. That's why I'm doing this. And here we are passing this encode image to base64. So here we basically converting the image to base64, and here we are passing the path of the file. So once we have the image, we invoke a method on native Android side called remove, and we are passing the base64 image. We'll come back to that in a bit. Once this native Android side will give you again the image in base64 format. Now I had to replace this. I think there were some backslashes and some new line breaks inside that base64 when I sending it from native Android side to Flutter side. That's why I had to do this replace all thing. And once we finally get the image, we just do base64 image clean base64. That's all there is to it. Then inside the build method, here we just have a scaffold safe area, we have a column, and here we have a text button, and on click of it we just call pick image. Then if base64 image is equal to null, then we just display a container, else we just display the image. So here you use image.memory base64 decode, passing in the base64, and fit is box fit.content. Okay, then you need to go to the Android side, go to app, go to build.gradle. First you need to add the image segmentation. So if you want to learn more about it, you can go to this particular documentation over here. So here first it is the selfie segmentation dependency from MLKIT. At the time of me recording, it is still in beta, but if it does become stable by the time you guys are watching it, make sure you use the stable version. Then go to src main and go to Kotlin and go to main activity. Firstly, these are all the imports which you need to copy paste. Okay, so make sure you copy paste all these imports. Then here we have our Flutter activity. So first we initialize our selfie segmenter options. Here we set the detector, enable raw size mask, and call build. Then we do segmentation.getClient, and here we have this orientation thing called sparse hint array. Then this method is called. So as soon as you call the remove, this is the method channel, and as soon as you call the remove method, this thing gets called. So here we get the base64 image first, then we launch an IO thread. So here we just do base64 to bitmap, where we pass our base64 image. Then here we get our bitmap, and here we get input image from the bitmap. Then we do segmenter.process, pass the image, and here is our success listener. So we get the mask, width, height, final bitmap. So these are helper methods which I have created. I'll show you that shortly. And here finally we convert bitmap to base 64 and we send it to Flutter site. In case if there is any error, we just display a toast message. Now this is the code for converting base 64 to bitmap. Okay, so just a helper method. Now this I have just copied it from documentation. So this is how the selfie segmentation things work. Even I'm not really good at this, so I'll simply scroll through this. Feel free to pause the video and copy the code. So basically this will remove the background from your image, and this is another helper method which I have created to convert bitmap to base 64. So yeah, that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye.